Welcome to the Seabourn 7-day Mediterranean cruise to the France and Italian Riviera.
Press the right and left arrow keys to hear the days of this cruise. Press P to play your choice. Always remember to press S, like sound, to start narration when new presentations load. To hear this information again, press S, like sound.
Barcelona. Day 0, Barcelona, Spain.
Barcelona, the capital of Catalonia, is said to have been founded by the Phoenicians, and was once the rival of the powerful states of Venice and Genoa for control of the Mediterranean trade. Today, it is Spain's second largest city and has long rivaled, even surpassed Madrid, in industry and commerce. The medieval atmosphere of the Gothic Quarter and the elegant boulevards combine to make the city one of Europe's most beautiful. Barcelona's active cultural life and heritage brought forth such greats as the architect Antonio Gaudí, the painter Joan Miró, and Pablo Picasso, who spent his formative years here. Other famous native Catalan artists include cellist Pau Casals, surrealist Salvador Dali, and opera singers Montserrat Cabellera and José Carreras. Barcelona accomplished a long-cherished goal with the opportunity to host the Olympics in 1992. This big event prompted a massive building program and created a focal point of the world's attention.
To hear this information again, press S, like sound. To experience the next day of this cruise, press N, like next. To go back to the map, press M, like map. Remember to press S, like sound, for narration when arriving on new presentations. Day 1, Set, France.
The port town of Set hugs the tiny Mont Saint-Clair, and is caught between the Mediterranean and the Bassin de Tau, a salt lake directly behind it. It is crisscrossed by numerous canals which link the lake to the sea, and connected by 12 bridges. Along the quay, renovated buildings provide a multitude of architectural details from the 18th and 19th centuries. The life of the town is found in its squares, Place Léon Blum, with its fountain and Wednesday morning flower market. Place Aristide, with its old-fashioned bandstand, and Place de la République, with its huge retaining walls and vaulted loggias. Set retains its historic purpose as a fishing boat haven for North African trade. The old harbour dates from the time of Louis XIV.
To hear this information again, press S, like sound. To experience the next day of this cruise, press N, like next. To experience the previous day of this cruise, press B, like back. To go to the map at any time, press M, like map. Remember to press S, like sound, for narration when arriving on new presentations. Day 2, Fréjus, France.
Although today it is cut off from the sea, Fréjus was the second largest naval port in the Roman Empire in the 1st century BC. The town's name descends from Forum Julii, the retirement center for the 8th Legion. The Roman ruins in the area are what draws most visitors today, and the massive pillars of the aqueducts, sections of walls and the crumbling remains of the tree-shaded theatre and amphitheatre are picturesquely situated and satisfying. In the town centre, a central square faces the medieval stone cathedral and its adjacent cloisters, with impressive doors, handsomely carved woodwork and elaborate ceilings. Outside town, the 1889 Palladian Villa Aurelienne sits amid 60 acres of Mediterranean gardens. Fréjus suffered a terrible flood in 1959 when runoff from unprecedented rains swept down the mountains and broached the dam at Malpasset. The ruined site is a reminder of man's fragility in the face of nature's power. On another hilltop, the small, octagonal chapel of Notre Dame de Jerusalem is richly decorated with stained glass windows and colorful frescoes designed by the artist Jean Cocteau and completed after his death.
To hear this information again, press S, like sound. To experience the next day of this cruise, press N, like next. To experience the previous day of this cruise, press B, like back. To go to the map at any time, press M, like map. Remember to press S, like sound, for narration when arriving on new presentations. Day 3, Ajaccio, France.
Corsica, the Scented Isle, was the birthplace of Napoleon, and as late as the last century bands of brigands controlled his mountainous and rugged homeland. The beaches of Ajaccio, ranging from narrow crescents to broad, golden expanses helped to account for the city's rise as a popular resort. Such scenic attractions as the Calanches of Piana, those red granite mountains with their spectacular slopes and formations add an additional element of interest.
To hear this information again, press S, like sound. To experience the next day of this cruise, press N, like next. To experience the previous day of this cruise, press B, like back. To go to the map at any time, press M, like map. Remember to press S, like sound, for narration when arriving on new presentations.